Thank you very much, Daryl, and thank you to everyone for being here today. It is awesome to see such a show of support here, and you are going to send a clear message in the building today. Thank you for coming out to the Second Amendment Action Day. My name is State Representative Matt Gabler. I'm honored to represent Elk and Clearfield counties in the State House of Representatives. And first, I want to recognize a very special group of people we have with us today. It is always important that we keep moving the ball forward. It is always important that we make sure that we continue to grow our ranks. And so we have a great group of first-term legislators that are here with us today that I'd like to recognize that they have pledged their support to the Second Amendment, and they're joining us here today. So here with us today, State Representative Mindy Fee, State Representative Keith Greiner, State Representative Lee James, State Representative Greg Lucas, State Representative John McGinnis, State Representative Mike Regan, and State Representative Tommy Sankey. Let's have a round of applause for these guys. I'd like to take just a moment to share with you two bills that I'd like to share with you that I've introduced, and I'm so proud to work with such a distinguished group of colleagues behind me who are supporting and moving the ball forward in so many important ways. First, I'm proud to tell you about House Bill 475, the Firearms Freedom Act. The Firearms Freedom Act is actually the original model legislation that now Representative Metcalf's House Bill 357 is designed to enhance. It's kind of the Firearms Freedom Act 2.0. So I'm proud to be working with Representative Metcalf. I like the 357 signs out there to be able to work together to make sure that the federal government is put back in their place. Thankfully, with a show like this on the steps of the Pennsylvania State Capitol, thankfully with a group of leaders like this standing here in front of you, the math is pretty well in our favor in this state. But that doesn't mean that we can be complacent. That doesn't mean we can rest on our laurels. When we see what's going on in Washington, it is incumbent upon us to push back, and that's exactly what 475 and 357 are all about. I want to share with you one other concern, and it's something that's been brought up to me a lot, and it's the idea of if you can't legislate something away, then you just get the bureaucracy in the way, and that's the problems we have with our instant check system. You know, what is so frustrating is when the instant check system is anything but instant, right? I get phone calls, I get emails from gun dealers in my district and across the state who say, you know what, it's fine to make sure that we keep the guns out of the wrong hands, but don't we deserve a system that works? I've introduced a bill, House Bill 1166, that would at least allow a little bit more user friendliness, a little bit more, because you know, when the system goes down for technical reasons or maintenance or whatnot, don't we have a right to continue on with commerce and legal transfers in this state? What my bill proposes to do would be very simple. When PICS goes down, show your concealed carry permit, proceed with the transaction. It's that simple, right? I mean, I'd rather see us be able to do that all the time, but one way or another, we're showing in that way you've proved that you've passed a background check. That makes common sense. But I think we need to work towards an even more aggressive goal, and that is that we already have a system that is more comprehensive. We have a system that is more reliable. It's got more technical redundancy to it, and that's the NICS system. And rather than reinventing the wheel in Pennsylvania with an inferior product, one of the things that we're advocating for is why don't we go with something that's more reliable and go with the NICS system. So that's something that we're going to continue moving the ball forward on, and we'd love to hear your support for as well. Thank you very much for coming out here today. I'm looking forward to seeing you in the halls of the Capitol. Keep the fight going. Thank you very much.